Um, the, the guy that went through the black magic ritual, like Ross.
Ross.
Yeah, I forgot his name. Did he go back to drugs or anything like that?
Did Ross find that the ritual helped him with his addiction?
I mean, no, not really. I mean, I feel like with like Iboga, from everything that I've learned about Iboga, is like you have to want to stop. You know, part of it is like having a craving to stop. I don't think really Ross cared that much. Yeah, it's like getting rid of the physical addiction, withdrawal, and going through all those demons. But I feel like Ross was so dead set on not experiencing anything that's, I feel like, why he didn't experience things. But I don't know, he could just be lying too. You know, that's...
How about any of the other people involved in the film?
I can tell you from my personal experience, I've been drinking a lot less. It probably doesn't look like it right now. But I definitely feel like going in, before I went to Africa, I was getting fucked up a lot more than when I get fucked up now, I would definitely say. But I'm not sure about you guys.
Yeah, what kind of takeaway experience did you guys have from this journey?
My takeaway is that information is like the most important thing. And I don't know, everything's information, but you know, I don't know. I'm really into information, so let me just advertise information as a whole. You guys into that? So I'm into
Thanks for the
information.
informative answer.
I don't know. I take away information.
What I took away from the experience is that you should never travel with a bunch of Americans, white privileged males, to Africa. I'm Canadian. I'm from Quebec. And I could understand what they were saying all the time, and they were hating on the Americans the whole time. And, well, we gave them a budget to, like, feed us, which was, decent. Yeah, very decent. And I was listening to them speak, and they spoke French, and I understood. And they were saying, just give them food for the sick. It doesn't matter. We'll spend the rest on something else. And they were just like, oh, cool, we're eating rice and beans. But I took away a lot. I mean, I understood everything they were trying to teach, and I think Ross is the person who left with the least, anything. And he was the person who was the most initiated, so that was interesting. We all kind of took something in. It was interesting that these guys took anything in, considering that they didn't speak the language, but I thought that was cool.
What happened to the other guy?
What happened to the guide?
The other guy?
The guide.
The guide.
The dead guy?
The other one.
The one that left?
Yeah.
Well, the one that left just went back to the village and ended up hanging out there.
Fine, later.
Yeah, you said.
Yeah. I mean, he went back to Ivando. He's just like done. He just split.
So the other one actually die?
No.
Okay, good.
Yeah. That was part of the like layer of
Reality.
mythological filmmaking. Yeah, part of the shamanic journey. Like the creation of the film was trying to create a shamanic journey for you guys in a way. And part of, okay. So something I took from it. I've already talked about that because I was trying to learn about Bwiti and trying to sort of capture what Bwiti is. And part of the Bwiti culture is it's a trickster culture. I'm not sure if anybody's heard of that term trickster before. But like the trickster is the person that is the deity that like tricks God, so God knows that it can be tricked. And that's the way that the trickster teaches things. And that was what the Bwiti culture was, a trickster culture. And there's some Native American cultures that are also trickster cultures. So I wanted to so that's why like when we watch the film, I think we're laughing the whole time because it's supposed to be a funny film. It's a big trip in a way.
A bunch of bozos go to Africa.
Yeah. But at the same time, that doesn't mean that there's like not deepness to trickster culture. In a way, the trickster culture is the deepest of all the cultures because the universe is just a giant laugh. You know, and I think that's a very important part of the process. But when creating this shamanic journey, it's like, you know, the people that know nothing going into the abyss, you know, and searching for something. And part of the abyss is death, and part of the abyss is pain. And then once you can get through all those things, you can finally like reach that pearl of wisdom, if you can make it out in time. So I wanted the film to kind of be a manifestation and a projection of that journey, while still using like very real bases of spirituality and spiritual cultures like Bwiti and things like that. Yeah, and story.